Okay, so I stole that from someone. This subfloor remodel that I'm enduring, I really haven't had time for much, and I'm not going to take too long with this one either. Man, well, apparently this house was used. It was a used house. There were a total of 5 leaks under the house. The people who owned it before patched the floor, but really didn't do anything to fix the leaks. And that was 8 years ago. So, I have been dealing with 8 years of moisture damage to the underside of a home. And now that I have removed most of the flooring in the bathroom, well, I've removed all of it, found all these leaks. So now I get to replace all of them. Or actually I have. Well, I'm on the home stretch. I'm almost done with this thing. And then once I'm done with that, I get to repair the other bathroom and the laundry room. And possibly the kitchen. So, yeah, they patched it. They patched the old floor, but didn't fix the leak. Anyway, I have just been chilling with my wife. I haven't done anything spectacular, or I haven't watched a whole lot. Well, actually, I have watched a whole lot, but I haven't recorded anything or reviewed it. And while everyone's talking about Wonder Woman 1984 and what a gigantic bungle that was, I'm just gonna go through the list of things that I've watched recently. This is my Christmas list. I was going to do a few videos on specific individual things, but I'll just do this one. Number 1 right off, Longmire. Watch you some Longmire. If you could take the star power of MASH, like how there was a new cameo every episode, there was a new cameo, a new character. G.I. Joe before G.I. Joe was G.I. Joe. If you could take that and add to it CSI and Gunsmoke, that's what you got. Everybody's in that show. The guy that played Napoleon from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, he's in it. Gerald McRaney is in it. It's like all-star cast type of stuff. The whole series follows Walter Longmire. He's a sheriff in a town. That was the only thing that really I didn't understand, was he has a very large county to cover. Why aren't there municipal police? Why is it just the sheriff's department? Just 4 people? That's it? Just 4 people covering the whole place. That's the biggest plot hole I could... Well, not the biggest plot hole, but one of the largest plot holes I could think of. We have started, we're not finished with, Yellowstone. Ooh, Yellowstone. Check that one out. I think that's on Peacock. And Longmire's on Netflix. Yellowstone. I've never been a huge Kevin Costner fan, but I know his movies are... I don't want to say safe, but he's one of those actors where you don't notice the bad acting because there isn't any. There's amazing performance and mediocre performance, but there's never really any bad Kevin Costner movies that I've ever seen. And his acting type could be considered everyman or mediocre. He's just, you know, you turn on a camera and there's a dude in front of it. But I don't. Okay, the one bad performance I can even recall was Superman. When no, that's okay. I'll just die in this tornado. The one time that you could actually show the world who you are, you know, you use your powers to save somebody and no one would notice. Tornado. That was stupid. But I think that was more directing than acting. Let's see. Pardon. Netflix. Let's see what else we got. Things that I watched. Platoon is always awesome. This Charlie Sheen movie. Free State of Jones. That was really good. It was pretty much what was that? Matthew McConaughey. He fought in Civil War. Had enough of it. There was a section that split off, and you know, it was the first autonomous zone. Bridge Too Far, that was always good. Hardcore Henry was awesome. That was the first person perspective live action video game type of thing. The Hostels with forgot his name, gigantic mustache. That one's really good. It's oh crap, he played Batman. It's got a Civil War officer, got to escort some natives back to their territory that a lot of people die. I'm looking at my Netflix list right now. Triple Frontier was really boring. It was I don't remember. It's one of those movies where you remember looking at your phone more than you watch the movie. I did not know there were more Jarhead movies, and I skipped through all of them. Act of Valor, that was okay. The Sniper series. The original Tom Berenger Sniper series. I saw the first one, kind of watched the second one. I didn't know there were 6 of them. Same with Marine. I didn't know there were 6 Marine movies. Yeah. They were kind of boring as well. Let's see. Hillbilly Elegy was alright. The thing I didn't get, and maybe I haven't read the book, so I don't know if they adapted from the book as perfectly as they could, or they took some liberties. But the whole time I'm going, all right, you're an adult and you're calling your grandmother Mamaw in front of other adults. Okay, my grandmother I call Granny, but when I talk about her to other adults, I say my grandmother, because it's a grown-up language. Shouldn't be saying Mamaw or Nini or Meemaw. She's your grandmother. And endearing names need to stay within the family, and that's it. That's not the name that you put on a resume. Also, there was like minimum explanation of the main character's stint in the Marine Corps. Like that was the least discussed thing in the entire movie. The fight that he gets into at the beginning of the movie is a bigger deal than all of Marine Corps boot camp or 4 years active duty. Like that, okay. Like I said, I haven't read the book. Maybe that's how the guy wrote the book. I don't know. Bright. Bright's a good one. If Lord of the Rings were in modern day. War Machine was really stupid. Again, the whole Hollywood's understanding of the military, where people call each other by their first names. Yeah. Let's see, what else? What else did I watch? World War II in color. That one's really good. That was the one I found out. The only reason why the German army just stomped France into the ground in World War II is because they were taking Pervitin, which is essentially crystal meth. Better living through chemistry. Let's jump over to Amazon. Family Man, which is is kind of a halfway decent remake of It's a Wonderful Life, but kind of in reverse. Like, you got a glimpse of what could have been. Scrooged is fantastic. Home for the Holidays is great. The old man's prayer at the beginning of Thanksgiving, shoveling the turkey and stuffing the snow and all the same crap we got to do. Yeah, that was pretty good. Arthur Christmas surprised me. Arthur Christmas surprised me a lot. That was I've never seen it before. It was free. Battle Beyond the Stars is one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen. It was one of those Star Wars cash-ins, but I have very heavy memories of that movie because they played it all the time at Christmas, because I guess one of our affiliates back in the 80s somehow or another got the rights to show Star Wars, but the other affiliate didn't, so the other affiliate had to compete by throwing in the crappy knockoff. And it was terrible sci-fi, but it was kind of funny. Lonesome Dove's really good. Not watched it all the way through until recently, and that was a pretty good Western. I remember when I think it was Broken Trail, when Robert Duvall was in an interview for Broken Trail. He made the statement, the Japanese have kabuki, the British have Shakespeare, and Americans have westerns. It's the stories that we do better. I mean, Australia kind of, but not really. Oh, Range 15. Buy it, watch it, love it. If you can stand veteran humor, gore, death, nudity, Range 15. Let's see. RoboCop and RoboCop 2, don't watch the remakes, watch the original. Dead Presidents, that one's good. Moral of the story, don't do drugs. Dead Rising, Endgame, and Watchtower, alright. If you played the games, it's kind of boring. Let's see, I watched Adam Carolla and Dennis Prager's No Safe Spaces. That was alright, but it was, nothing I didn't already know. The Last Days of Patton. Man. Kind of boring, because Patton dies, okay? That's the end of the movie. It was supposed to be the tack-on movie to Patton, and it's the one where he wrecks and breaks his neck, or someone plows into him just at the end of World War II, which that could have been an assassination attempt. They were trying to get rid of him because he would have run for president. They didn't like that. 1984, everyone likes that one. Tom Clancy's The Division. Looks like a 30-minute movie, wasn't it? Yeah, that was alright. Cromwell, that was pretty good. Oliver Cromwell, Lord Cromwell, the guy that abolished the office of the king only to take it over later. but still a good movie. Rescue Dawn. Almost the thinnest I've ever seen Christian Bale outside of The Machinist. He was pretty thin in that one. Enemy at the Gates is leaving Prime on December 31st. Oh, well, that sucks, but I've got a hard copy of it, so whatever. Basketball. Basketball was... I've got fond teenage memories of this movie Basketball. If you haven't seen Basketball, watch Basketball. Buy a hard copy, because you're going to wear out your discs. College Humor. South Park. I mean, come on. It's funny. The Yellowbirds, that was hard to watch, but once again, Hollywood's... Is it a real story? No, it's not. It's not based on anything. You know, Yellowbirds, unsupervised soldiers, and they keep it there. That's not how deployment works. It really isn't. Generation Kill, I watched that whole thing on my first deployment, but I watched it again. Watch it. It's awesome. Let's see, Over There, yeah, I watched that before I even enlisted. No, it's alright. But you know, Generation Kill, that's more Hollywood, but it's still pretty close. Tears of the Sun, Bruce Willis gets a little weepy, but it's pretty good. I don't know, it's pretty good. It's actually pretty action packed. Let's see, John Wayne's The Alamo, that was great. Oh, what else did I watch? Basic, that one's a good one, with Samuel L. Jackson and Mr. Scientology. The Octagon with Chuck Norris is really stupid and horrible. You should completely just skip it. Let's see. I think I did one on Chasers. I think I did a video on Chasers. That was one of those that just I completely missed it. I didn't realize that movie was even a thing. All of the military movies that came out in the 90s, I just ignored that one because it was a Navy movie, and it wasn't Navy SEALs. It was big into G.I. Joes, and this was 1994. And it didn't interest me at all. Hey, there's a blonde lady on the cover. Okay, cool. Oh, then I go back and watch it. Oh, that's why it was so incredibly popular. There's a nude scene, and it's a long nude scene. Oh, now I see why it was so popular. Next. I didn't really care. The Onion movie's awesome. I'll do a video on Taps. Taps is pretty good. Let's see, who is that? Other Mr. Scientology and other Mr. Scientology. Tom Cruise and Spicoli and one weepy kid. But Taps is really good. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, always awesome. Taking Chance is fantastic. I'll do another video on that one too. The Shoot Fighter series, that one's awesome. More Sniper. Yeah, there's a lot of Sniper movies. I had no idea that there's a series of Sniper movies. The Marine. Hey, remember that John Cena movie, The Marine? Well, there's 6 of them, and they're different people, different protagonists. Yeah. Star power of the Marine, and then they just threw in like other action stars, and they're just weird. Anyway, see some older movies. Like I said, I'll probably do some videos on these. Sands of Iwo Jima, Devil's Brigade, Battle for the Chosen, Devil Dogs, Lone Survivor, 13 Hours. Oh, we watched Leatherheads. Leatherheads was alright. George Clooney. Yeah. Mystery Men, that was pretty good. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yeah, that was alright. Falling Down's a great one. If you're a disgruntled office worker, watch Falling Down. She-Devil, She-Devil was a kind of an older one. Let's see, 1989. And there's Roseanne Barr. Arnold. Whatever her name was. Fantasy Island. The Fantasy Island remake, that was pretty good. Blumhouse's Fantasy Island. It's kind of a murder mystery type of thing. Let's see, what else did I watch? The Longest Day. What's that one? The Midway remake was really good. Jojo Rabbit was hilarious. I highly suggest Jojo Rabbit. They made fun of Nazis, and they did a really good job making fun of Nazis. Let's see. Got a lot of movies that I need to watch on this list that I haven't watched. 2047: A Virtual Revolution, that was boring. Visual effects were okay, but it was just boring. Blood and Bone was okay, but man, Michael Jai White needs to be in better movies. He really, I don't know if that's him or his publicist, but you're worth a lot more than that, man. Come on, you need to be in blockbusters. Michael Jai White should have been cast for something Marvel-wise. That dude deserves more money. The original Dune was fantastic. Oh yeah, Runaway with Tom Selleck. That's one of the dumbest movies I've seen, but it's one of those fond 1980s memories growing up. There's nostalgia all over that. That and Cloak and Dagger. Those two movies are pretty good. Cloak and Dagger is pretty silly. The kid projects this fantasy of his little spy character, who's played by the same actor who is his dad. So he's whatever. But Tom Selleck and Runaway, it was runaway robots and some kind of cyber terrorist. Let's see. Sun Records was alright. They only got one season, which really sucks because it was really good. It's kind of a play-by-play of all the actors, or not actors, all of the musicians back in the 50s, and they're coming up in the music world, how they all somehow intertwined. Let's see. I think that's it. I think that's all I've got for things I've watched. Pretty certain I had. Oh yeah, The Expanse. We watched The Expanse. Well, I watched The Expanse. That's great TV. It's great sci-fi. The Spanish Princess is all right. I think I already listed that one. Let's go through some other stuff. Let's see. I got any more? Oh, that's my next list. A Massive Hunt. Amazon original. It's the guys that used to do. Well, they're doing Grand Tour now. The show that shall not be named because those guys suck. The Grand Tour. James May, Jeremy Clarkson, and Richard Hammond. Hammond really looks... The goatee makes him look like... the goatee really makes Richard Hammond. Richard Hammond, yeah. The goatee, man. They really... you look like AIDS Wolverine. Really. That's... Buzz that thing. It doesn't look good. If... alternate universe Star Trek... It's Evil Hammond, which is slightly less evil than normal Hammond. Let's see. Jack Ryan is awesome. Watch you some Jack Ryan. The Boys, if you don't mind the gore. Lost City of Z was okay. Man in the High Castle was awesome. I'm pretty sure I did a video on that. I don't think I have though. But yeah, check that one. Tales from the Loop was just bizarre. That whole series is just weird. It's just got like somebody sat on a synthesized keyboard, and that's the entire soundtrack for the whole show. It's weird. The Tick was pretty good. That surprised me, and it really sucks that they canceled it. What else have I watched? Aeronauts is pretty good. That's the lady that plays Elizabeth from Poldark. By the way, Poldark is awesome too. We finished that. I think it's finished. Maybe there's another season coming, but that one was really good. Don't watch Holmes and Watson. That one's terrible. That's like one of the few Will Ferrell movies that I just didn't like. Let's see, Escape from L.A. That's all right. Tombstone is fantastic. Watch that. Quigley Down Under is amazing. Watch that one. Johnny Mnemonic was Matrix before it was Matrix, which leads me to believe that the Wachowskis stole everything. Kingdom of Heaven was pretty good. It wasn't so much a shame on this group or that group. It was shame on us. Atlas Shrugged is fantastic and very timely, relevant. What else we got here? Avoid Year One. That one's terrible. Yeah, for every Skull of Rock, there's a Year One. Elf is alright. Blue Bloods is really good. We watched Peaky Blinders. Yes. I plan on doing a video on that later. But definitely watch Peaky Blinders. That's a fantastic series. Lots and lots of horrible things that happen in World War I and the things that the people have to deal with later. The Repair Shop, if you like watching people fix things. Punisher's amazing. It's violence and gore and awesomeness. Let's see. The animated... well, it's the anime version of X-Men and Wolverine. That's pretty good. What else? What have I watched before? Star Trek Voyager, Star Trek Next Generation, Deep Space Nine. Those are far superior than the crap we are watching today. The Last Kingdom's pretty good. Texas Rising, that one was really good. Texas Rising, I believe it was Texas Rising, is story of Texas when it was a republic before the United States decided they needed a bigger state. The entire Mexican-American War. And they never did the Comanche Wars like they said they were going to. I don't know if that was like, we don't want to offend anybody type of stuff, but that one was good too. That one was really good. Texas Rising. All-star cast. Oh yeah, the CGI Watership Down. That was a thing. Yeah, kind of sucked. Turn was awesome. I planned on doing something about that. Turn was pretty good. Washington Spies, the AMC movie. Waco was alright. Waco, the thing happened. Pretty sure I did a video on that one too. Lost in Space is really good sci-fi. I thought it was good sci-fi. Iron Fist sucked. Travelers was great. Travelers was awesome. And that was weird. Glitch is also awesome. Yeah, Ultraman. Take it or leave it. Tiger King, of course, everyone knows about that. Lock and Key was alright. All of the Chappelle stand-ups were great. Let's see. Daybreak. Yeah, it's a dystopic zombie apocalypse type of thing. What else have I seen here? The English Game. The English Game is pretty good. Drama about soccer. Football, as the Brits call it. Yeah. I think that's it. I'm sure there are more that I can find on here if I look hard enough, but yeah, there are a lot of series I started and never finished. But oh well. Oh yeah, Virgin River. Virgin River's pretty good. It's a pretty good drama series. Watch with the wife. It's not bad. Space Force was really funny. Also stupid, but really funny. Fury's a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there. There's a lot of random things that I watched over the break, and now I'm gonna go purchase more material and finish this stupid thing up. I don't. I really don't want to see piping in 2x4s by the first of the year. Merry Christmas, Happy Festivus, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Saturnalia, Yule, Life Day, well, whatever solstice, whatever December thing you celebrate. I really couldn't care less.